Welcome to another episode of Late Night News. This week, we look at the budget speech.
Douglas, how can I make these increases work for me?
David Kibuka reports from Russia.
Is this free-range elephant?
We look at the spy cables.
I find myself between a rock and a hard place.
Chester Missing interviews IFP's Naren Singh.
Who does actually vote for the IFP outside of your immediate family?
And Deep Fried Man sings the morale index with Sia Shezi. Don't go anywhere, South Africa, don't go anywhere. So this past week, it was all about the budget. Funny thing, budgets, no one really likes to talk about them. I bet some of you are watching and you are married and yet you have no idea about your spouse's finances. It's a very uncomfortable topic. And some of you definitely don't want your wife to find out how much money you spent at Teasers last week. And some of you don't want your husbands to find out how much money you spent at Foschini or Luminance. But when it comes to the country's budget, we know it's all super important, but hey, it's boring. It's really boring, that budget speak. Look how far the news had to go just to make this stuff relatable.
South Africans don't pay VAT on 16 basic food items, which include things like brown bread, milk, maize meal, and even fruit and vegetables.
Yes, Nicholas, thank you for showing us how grocery works. Without you, we would have never known. Thank you. I really feel for our finance minister because as far as taxpayers are concerned, he's like the opposite of Oprah. He's like, everybody look under your chair. I'm taking your money. I'm taking everybody's money.
Personal tax rates will be raised by only 1 percentage point for all taxpayers earning more than 181,900 rands a year.
I don't even know why we complain. It's not like prices ever come down. They keep going up and up and up. And I know some of you are going, don't you wish we could go to the good old apartheid days when a loaf of bread was just 5 cents? Yeah, but we used to call you bus and carry buses and we couldn't go to the beach with you guys. No. The good old days, at least we know now even our politicians don't get a break. Uncle Nene had bad news for them too.
And a bottle of whiskey will go up. Yeah. Now there are people who need to listen very carefully here. Because if you don't stock up now, don't complain if it eats into your pocket.
I think the whole of Parliament was looking at Julius Malema and going, I wonder how he's going to afford his lifestyle now. Single malt is going up, there's tax, there's another increase in the EFF credit card. Guys, it's not fair for us black people. It's not fair. Especially for us, Joe. Black people, there's black tax. You know black tax, Joe? Black tax. Everyone in your family, when you're making money, they want something, children's school fees. You have to put big windows to extend your mother's house. Uncle Mduduzi wants airtime and sniff. It's rough, Joe. It's rough. So this tax is even worse for black people. But it wasn't all bad news.
Old age, disability and care dependency grants are all going up by 60 Rand. And that takes the total to 1,410 Rand a month. The child support grant increases to 330 Rand.
Well, the good news is that social grants are going up, and the bad news is that you are on social grants. That is the bad news. I know some of you out there are not happy that there are something like 16 million people who receive these grants, these social grants, while there are only 5 million income taxpayers. But the simple truth is that we all know why that is. Yes, white people, it's apartheid. If more people had the privilege to get proper education, be able to empower themselves, then this wouldn't be happening. So we just have to live with this until we can truly make a better life for all. We also know this time of the year, the government makes a lot of noise about, we have to stop wasting money, be efficient, blah, 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 blah. But we all know that is hogwash.
Our fiscal rebalancing has included cost containment measures and intensified efforts to improve efficiency and expenditure. Revised spending plans across the whole of government aimed at greater efficiency, reduced waste, and an improved composition of spending.
But Brandanda, we've been down this road before. I'm afraid I just have to say it. We don't believe you. You need more people. I'm afraid I have to say this as well. The fish rots from the head. I don't think that the leaders are setting a very good example. Now, Nkandla aside, toilet tenders aside, look at this picture of Jacob Zuma's cabinet. Come on. Do we really need that many people running our government? Do we really have to have that many deputy ministers? So we've all said things about the budget speech, but it still does not make sense. I mean, we saw Nicholas Bauer trying to explain using Groza. We here on Late Night News, we can explain it much better. I mean, take a look.
Welcome to Money Train, and I am your financial expert, Professor Douglas Nkabinde. In the wake of the new budget speech, I am often amazed by how many fellow South Africans are genuinely surprised with the annual increases. I mean, they are called annual increases. What can you do? The good news is that you don't have to despair. The increases are not always bad. Our ministers have been very generous, taking money from smokers, alcoholics, and investing it into the hands of the handout needy. Now, I know what you are asking. Douglas, how can I make these increases work for me? That's very simple. Look at this lovely home in Killarney. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, white neighbors. You expect to pay a fortune in rent just to afford to live here, but not necessarily. I'm telling you that you too can live here with these monthly payments of just 8 pensioners, 6 children, and a disability grant. Now, again, I know you will ask, Douglas, what is the catch? You will only make payment of 2 foster children, and then the apartment is all yours. Join us next week for another episode where I will be showing you how to start your own supermarket with but a start-up capital of 80 pensioners, just 1 hungry child. And remember, these things don't have to cost an arm and a leg, but it helps. Good times indeed. My name is Douglas Nkabinde, and this has been Money Train.